mapping the cave was named Byron Cummings. He was the dean of archaeology for the University of Arizona. He later became the president, so he was kind of a big deal. Well, he mapped down here for 6 days, and then one of the guys on his crew told him, "We're super low on food." And so rather than restock, they literally picked up and left, and they told everyone that cave is colossal, and we have no clue how big it is, and that's how it got the name Colossal Cave. It was originally named Mountain Springs Cave after that Solomon Lick guy's hotel, but after all the damage he had allowed to happen in here, they're like, we got to change the name, so they changed it to Colossal Cave. The reason it's called the living room is because Frank was using it as a temporary living room in the summers for him and his family. He was having his wife and children, and later his tours rappel down that hole over there about 3 stories. They would come down here with a bunch of gear and set up camp in the summers, and that's because the gift shop, and before that, a wooden structure was Frank's house. You can imagine being up there in the middle of an Arizona summer with 0 air conditioning. If you got a 71-degree cave out your front door, it was probably a pretty big deal. I always imagined his kids had like the world's coolest fort. And the guy who took over the cave after Frank passed away, his name was Joe. Joe was actually having high-stakes poker games and parties down here in the 60s and 70s. He was the one trying to make the cave famous. And I wanted to show you this real quick. This is called the cave base. Pretty cool, huh? Do any of the kids want to hit it? I'll put a glove in front of it. You can give it a hit if you want, bud. Yeah.
On the glove.
Good job. Do you guys want to? Come on over, buddy. Just watch your head. Watch your head right here. Good job. Nope, it's just the way the rock hangs. They believe it has a lot of calcite crystal in it, and the way it hangs, it just allows it to vibrate like that. I've got another really cool thing to show you. You want me to do it again, or did you get it?
I got it.
Okay, perfect. I got one last thing for this room. This stuff that you folks are standing on is called cave ice. It's the only original part of the cave you're going to walk on, and it's really important to know about cave ice if you ever explore a cave on your own. And that's because a lot of the times, cave ice can be completely hollow underneath. See that slab right there? So where I'm standing, this whole area was cave ice, but it had thin spots where people could fall through, so they broke this part out. The way cave ice forms is way back, this area here was a big pool of water. And over time, as dust fell on the water, the calcite started to crystallize off of it. It created this whole layer of crystal, and when the cave dried out, all the water underneath it went away, leaving a space. We know of certain areas in this cave where the space underneath the ice is almost 20 feet. And cave ice can be an inch or 2 thick, and you can easily walk on it. It can also be a centimeter or 2 thick, and you can fall through it. So if you're ever in a cave and it feels like you're walking on a big drum, be very careful. You might be walking on cave ice. And to show you it's just crystal like all the other stuff, it will glow like everything else. Yeah, I think that is so cool. Wow. All right, folks, so we're going to go to the cathedral room next. It's not a super big room, so if we can't fit